video, I would like to explain how you can easily create a brand new API based on an API design editor. And for that, I'm going to use the same API repository, which I have used also for other APIs to manage them. So that means we have the catalog and diagnostic API. And I'm going to use Stoplight as my API design editor, but you can use any other API design tool you like, or you can use a generated API specification or definition. So in Stoplight, I can go and open the exact same folder which I have checked out, which then presents the same structure, and I have created a new branch for that new order API management API. So let me just collapse that, and you can see it is the same structure. And what I can do now is say create a new directory, and that directory should be named API order management. And inside that directory, I would like to create a new folder as before, which is called config. And inside that config folder, I would like to create a new API. And that API should be named order management maybe. So, and now Stoplight is providing me with some samples, and I call that order management API, and some description, an API to manage orders. So, and now let's modify some of the endpoints and say that should be in orders, and this is of course an order ID, and this is also an order. And maybe by intention I make, or I let some of the things incorrect, create a new user and so on, because I also would like to demonstrate how you can then update the lifecycle. Because what I'm doing here in Stoplight, and again you can use any other API design tool. It has created now here that configuration folder, and now it's basically the same approach as you have seen in the other videos, that we are going to set a POM into that folder for that API, and that we would like to have an API configuration. So say this is the order API. Try to be quick now. API order should be maybe unpublished because we are at the early phase, version 1. And this goes into Plexus Health maybe. And now, of course, the API definition is the definition we have over here. So this is the order management API, and API to manage orders. So there is no real backend, as we only have the API design. I skip the image, I skip security, I skip basically everything because we covered this already. And now that's good. So this is the order API. Also here, I try to be quick. Order API and order API. And the same, this goes again, this is the config file with the API config. If you want to have another structure within that API folder, of course, you have the flexibility. If you want to use something else than Maven, it's also possible. So that's all here. And then we have the GitHub repository, catalog, deploy, paste. So we have to remember that it also should be executed on the new order management API branch. And then I'm a big fan of making copy and paste, just to avoid make any typos. So, and that's basically all to replicate that brand new API design into the API management platform. So what do we have? Why is this removed? Let me just discard that change. And let me discard that change. So we have the new API design. We have the API configuration file. We have the workflow. Let me just fix the name of the workflow. So EMR catalog API, it should be the order management, and that one should be deployed. Deploy order API, call it like this. Okay. So, and that's basically all. And then we can say edit a new order API. So, and now hopefully the we just get to that point to see the actions running. So we are running in that fork over here. And now we have an action. And now the new order API is going to be deployed on the API management platform. So that's basically what you can do to register a new API design. So we have here the order management API. And now let's say you would like to modify some things or you would like to improve some things. For instance, that post endpoint here is not fully correct. And it's now as simple as that you can say create a new order, and then of course you can change the model, you can change the endpoints and everything. It is replicated. At this point, the process is not validating if you're performing breaking or non-breaking changes to that API. This is something which you should implement as part of the test of your API. So, and let's just illustrate that. And now the process is identifying that the order API already exists, and that API is then updated by the continuous integration process. So let's wait another minute, and that's basically then all I wanted to show in this video. So, okay, it's already deploying that API. So now it has recognized that there is an API definition change, and due to that API definition, which is our API specification, it is performing the necessary steps in the CLI to make that API the actual state. So that means to update the API as we want it. So let me just reload everything here in the API manager. And then we have the order API. And now it should no longer, but maybe I made a mistake. This is interesting. Let me just go back, refresh. But maybe I made a mistake. That might be the case, that I'm not changed the correct things. Create a new user. Let me just, maybe I have not saved everything inside that editor here. Hit the Control S button. Okay. Fix the description. Let's see if that helps. So, and of course, again, you, instead of committing every time your API using, or it's not mandatory to replicate that API using the continuous integration pipeline with every tiny change. You can always go and use the API management CLI manually in a way like going into that order API and then go maybe in that config folder, and then you can say API management, API import, and then point to the configuration file, which is that API config file. And then of course you have to provide the necessary stage or host name and so on. So let's wait. Let's see if it has finished. It has, and hopefully now the description is at least fixed so that you can see that the API design has been updated. So we have here the order API, an API to manage orders. Yeah. And that, of course, is then also updated if I do it the right way in my API design. So that's all I wanted to show. And in another video, I will explain how you can then mock up that API in using, for instance, API Builder.